I thought I should record my first time ever mowing the lawn. This is the part of equality I'm just not a really big fan of. Come on, girl. God, it's me again. You can send me my husband. Anytime. Anytime. Come on! We're done. We're gonna try again. I'm just a woman living in a man's world. Okay. I'm sad. I did it, bitch. No! Fuck. That was a test of my strength, my will, my perseverance. Look at this grass. Look at this lawn. Look at it. Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Being the only educated one in my family is so hard.
Oh, yes? Rather makes a person wonder, doesn't it? What exactly they mean by educated. Because there's all sorts of different types of education.
My brain was like, something snapped in you. I got educated.
Well, now I'm really curious.
I'm the only one that has graduated from college in my family. So, yeah, guys. I got some smarts.
Oh, dear. Now, unfortunately, that is not all that uncommon of a belief amongst some individuals who have been lucky enough, and I might add fortunate enough, to have attended and graduated from university. Some are of the mistaken opinion that that somehow makes them smarter, and in some cases even better than those who have not been afforded the same opportunities. But this is just a gentle reminder that having a degree does not necessarily make that person more intelligent than a person who does not. But then again, that is something in the realm of common sense, which, as we all know, is not all that common.
What's your relationship advice?
If your man cannot afford your bills, you need to find a job, not another man.
Would you propose 43 times to me? Like, have you seen the guy who proposed 43 times before she said yes?
No, that's insane. That's actually insane. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. If you've been rejected 42 times, at what point do you, I guess 43 is then the magic number at that
Is
point.
this how I find out you have standard?
Really?
And
the standard,
self-respect?
is that the standard? That's not even the standard being on the floor. You dug a hole at that point 42 feet deep.
Maybe.
And you're waiting for that final foot that you're trying to dig in order to be able to reach the pits of hell that you're going to be stuck in at that point.
So,
that makes no sense.
what is the max amount of times you would propose? I mean, we're already married, but like, in theory.
Twice. The first time because if
Only
I twice, because I know you. If I did this in a public setting where you felt very uncomfortable and called out, you might say no and freak out, in which I would actually understand that. I would be hurt immediately, but I would understand as to why that is the case. But if you did that in a private setting where it is just you and I, then no, absolutely, it is off, and I understand that at that point. It is done.
I just want to know why. Like,
Loyalty is only a virtue if it is mutual. If I'm being loyal to my husband and he's being loyal to me, perfect, that's a great boundary. But if I'm being loyal to him and he's not being loyal back to me, that loyalty is actually a neediness that's disguised as a virtue. That loyalty is actually a lack of self-respect. The thing that people do is that they kind of give themselves like their own medal. They're like, I don't cheat, that's not who I am. Loyalty is only a virtue if it is mutual. They're not reciprocating it. You have to reduce your level rather than waiting for them to up their level. That just won't happen.
Or how about we have our own values and morals that don't get influenced or dictated by somebody else? And then we wonder why the very problematic victimhood mentality is running wild today. It's this. This is why. And if you guys have missed it, this particular creator just recently got outed for apparently, allegedly, being a side chick to some rich guy in Dubai. Honestly, I'm not surprised because if she was talking and speaking about morals and beliefs in this way, she kind of was following along with that opinion in the way that she was living. That's why I say there's always signs right before a crash out.
This might be controversial or like a really hot take, but I think it's so funny that there's men out there that are always complaining like, oh my gosh, girls get everything for free. It's so easy. Life is so easy for females. Like women get everything handed to them because they're pretty. Okay? It's always the men saying these things that are the men that don't want to provide anything to women or can't provide anything to women.
Guys are not upset that they have to provide for you. Guys are upset that you are demanding that they provide for you while bringing nothing to the table that they actually want from you.
Men be like, it's not all men, but they are also like, get home safe. From what? Ghosts? Goblins? Zombies? I thought you said it's not all men.
It's not all men because it's the good men that save us from the bad ones. So if all men were bad, the world would be a lot worse than it is right now. Also, the other thing that helps with this a lot is concealed carry. If more women were packing heat, this wouldn't be as much of a problem. Go get you a...
That and people in general. We don't know what's out there. Men included, women included, animals included. What are you talking about right now?
Bare minimum or king treatment. Massaging shoulders after work. Bare minimum. Being always honest and not cheating. Bare minimum. Creating silence when he's resting. Bare minimum. Supporting his hobby and interests. Bare minimum. Let him play video games. Bare minimum. Taking care of husband comfort at home. Bare minimum. Cooking breakfast for him at home. King treatment. But cooking breakfast if you are married. Bare minimum. Ironing husband shirts. Bare minimum. But ironing shirts if you are not married. King treatment. Cleaning boyfriend's apartment. King treatment. But cleaning house while you're living with your husband. Bare minimum. It's your house too. Follow Gurmanova for more videos about Slavic women.
Man, I love seeing content like this. You know, I know this is something that all men struggle with, including myself, man. You know, and I just wanted to bring a Bible verse to this, man. This is Matthew 5:27 to 5:29. Hey, this is Jesus talking. But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you than one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. I know that seems pretty rough. Because it is, right? But, you know, that's why we have Jesus, man. That's why we are continuously getting better. This is one of those things, man, I get questions about all the time, man, is, you know, getting away from porn, getting away from OnlyFans, man. Prayer is the most powerful thing you can do, man. You are in a world full of sin. We are sinners. You're in a world full of social media. Get off social media. You know, unless there's good content on your feed, get off of it, man. Stay away from the OnlyFans, stay away from the content. You know, go out and go for walks, go out and do stuff. You know, go to the gym, improve yourself, go to church, go do life groups, whatever it is for you that works for you, man. Staying away from this kind of stuff, man, it's gonna better your life more than anything will. And I'm telling you, it's tough. It is tough.
He ain't even say nothing. He just pull it up. Pull it up.
I hope one day you're shopping at a grocery store and you reach for your favorite box of cereal. And when you reach for it, you put your hand on the box and then you notice another hand is overlaid your hand. And you're surprised and you look over and it's the ex that got away. Both look at each other surprised and you kind of laugh like such and such, how you been? And you speak and you talk and you chop it up and it seems like you two haven't missed a beat. It seems like the very first day you met, the very first last, and the greatest day in your relationship. Talking, you're chopping it up, and right before you say, you know what, I think we should meet up and talk some more. The toddler runs up and pulls on his jacket and says, Dad, can we get the Twix cereal? In the distance, you see a beautiful, drop-dead, gorgeous woman rolling up with her cart. And the man that got away turns around and is like, such and such, this is my wife, such and such. And this is my son, such and such. You have to sit back and realize that your one that got away has moved on and he has a wife, he has a family now. Meanwhile, you're on TikTok talking about how you're using men who don't know that they're being used. I wish that for you. I hope that for you.
An old man literally just stopped me and said, I don't mean to be rude, but you are absolutely gorgeous. And I looked at him and I was like, and I just turned around. He just outwardly said that I'm absolutely gorgeous, which is just like so unnecessary. It's weird. Ew.
Oh, I'm just a girl. A man respectfully complimented you and your first instinct was to go online and bash him. No, this is not just being a girl, this is being an entitled and delusional one. Something a lot of women should have learned in their younger years is that a compliment isn't harassment. You're not being oppressed because someone finds you attractive. This is why a majority of men have stopped approaching women, because as soon as a man speaks, an emotionally unstable woman turns it into content. You act like you're being hunted, as if basic human interaction with a man is trafficking. Little newsflash, you're not some intimidating, high-valued woman, you're just rude and your mom probably never taught you manners.
Influencer Sadia Khan, woman who charges men $6,000 to learn how to find a high-value woman, is caught being the side chick of a married man. Well, first of all, this is what you got to understand. She's literally proving what she's teaching them, okay? She found a high-value man. He just happened to belong to somebody else. You got to understand, you got to read that fine print. Is she not doing what she charges? I mean, at this point, she's also a high-value woman. $6K from a poor schmuck. Imagine if she got 15 to 20 people that pay her $6K to learn how to find a high-value woman. Also, she's not telling you how to keep them. She's telling you how to get them. Actually, she's telling you how to find them. And low-key, giving her $6,000, you found a high-value woman because you just helped her gain high value. That's just irony. I'll tell you something else. She need to be charging women that same amount because she's literally living and practicing what she preaches. Now the next thing is how to get a high-value man and keep him. Now that's how you make the big bucks. I'll tell you right now for free how to find a high-value woman. Go outside. Get off these apps. Do you know how many women that you will meet if you just have a conversation with one? Take it back to the early 2000s. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Just running this multi-million-dollar company. Really? That's so crazy. Yeah, I'll take the guacamole, my guy. Yeah, I love your outfit. Well, yeah, maybe we should get dinner or something. You just never know. Also, you know if she's interested in you by the energy she gives the conversation. If she seems like she's really busy and on the phone, you're not her speed, my boy. But if she's giving you this attention, then you might be somebody that tickles her visual fancy. And go from there. What do I know?
Well, you know, Kevin Samuels said, high-value men don't cheat, they exercise options.
Men are in love with men. They're only physically attracted to women. That's it. But they're in love with men.
That's true.
Mentally, they're in love with men.
As soon as they both cross and somebody calls,
the whole demeanor changes. They're in love with men. Yeah, they're only physically attracted to us, but they love men.
Oh my God.
Girl math, y'all. Girl math. The most
girl
dumbest
math.
math
That's
in
not girl
America.
math. That's real.
All right, let's get into this. As you guys know, I'm pretty biased. I do advocate for men, but I can't side with either or right now because I have experience, not me dating somebody, but I've watched men do this before. I've seen men disrespect women, not listen to their advice, ignore them, shut them out, and then listen to everything their homeboys say. And the girl could be preaching the same fucking shit their homeboys were preaching. And they'll act as if the homeboy was fucking on a pedestal when the girl said the exact same thing. I've seen it too many times. Are all men like this? Of course not. In my experience, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so glad I've never encountered a boyfriend who cared more about his homeboys than me. I've never had a partner like that. My partners that I've ever dealt with didn't play about me. It was me or first, and that was it. And I appreciate that. So sometimes when I see women go through these things, I actually do feel bad for you because there are men who center their friends more than they do relationships. Just like men, you guys can probably attest to this. I'm pretty sure there's been women you dealt with where her fucking friends are on a pedestal and she has to listen to everything her best friend says. She's damn near sucking her best friend's ass. So if you know women are like that, you gotta know damn well men are the same fucking way. There's a leader in the group and there's a follower, and we always know this. So let's not act oblivious. I hate when women say certain things, people will automatically count it out and go like, oh no, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't this, they don't that. That's where I come in, because I've seen men do this before. I've seen men discredit women. I've seen men act like women don't matter. I've seen men not respect women in a certain sense. And like I said, their homeboy will say something and it's like they praise everything they say, which it's like, dude, she said the same shit. I keep repeating this, but it's true, y'all, and it happened.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I think that definitely does happen. But I would also ask, how long has the relationship or the friendship been between him and his homeboy versus him and his girl? Just started dating. Well, I've been with my homeboy. He didn't have me since kindergarten. And that's going to take some time for me to trust what you're saying, even though, you know, I think that you have the best, you want the best for me, but I know my homeboy. Man, we've been hanging out, like I said, since kindergarten. So it's kind of like, I already know him. But with you, you know, it's taking a little time, but, you know, I'm getting around to it. I'm getting there. Modern women, a lot of times, they want the man to believe them off the bat. But, you know, like you said, when it comes to reverse, a man has to prove himself.
You ever notice the nicer the neighborhood, the more hot moms they have walking around? Which is why you should tell your wife that if she gains any more weight, y'all are gonna have to move to the slums. Next time you're driving through a nice neighborhood and your wife points and says, why can't I have a house that looks like that? Point to one of the women walking around and say, why can't I have a wife that looks like that? Tell her that if she wants a house with more square footage, then she needs a body with less square footage. Flex on your wife with Sound Advice merch.
I fear I'm never going to recover from the fact that my father-in-law walked in on me full spread on the couch this afternoon.
What?
Because this is my husband's fault.
How?
I texted my husband and told him there was something wrong with our dishwasher. He needed to come home.
Okay.
Mind you, I was going to surprise him. I had bought some new attire. He sends his father over without telling me. And my mother-in-law keeps sending me texts like this because she thinks it's funny. You think I'm ever coming to a family dinner again? You're damn wrong.
I mean, they're good sports about it. At least. Oh, man. Well, I don't know if you saw a runaway bride. I mean, that's an option. You could run. You could disappear if you ain't got no cheerings. But they good sports. You're gonna have to deal with it. You have to take one for the team. You have to deal with it. Oh man, that's good luck with that.
I thought I should record my first time ever mowing the lawn. This is the part of equality I'm just not a really big fan of.
Come on, girl.
God, it's me again. You can send me my husband. Anytime. Anytime. Come on! We're done. We're gonna try again. I'm just a woman living in a man's world. Okay. I'm sad. I did it, Mitch. No! Fuck. That was a test of my strength, my will, my perseverance. Look at this grass. Look at this lawn. Look at it. Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
And this is the part that a lot of modern women don't see. A man, oh, it only takes 45 minutes. A man being spent 45 minutes to an hour trying to get the thing to work, depending on how old it is. Sometimes that mug be new, and for whatever reason, it just don't work that day. That's what men have to deal with. while you sitting inside eating a popsicle and watching Real Housewives of Atlanta.
This is why the traditional dad, the trad dad, needs to make a comeback. Not all the way back to the 1950s psychopath who never said he loved you and hit you with a belt, no. But just back to the dad who believes that because I said so is a perfectly legitimate answer to any question a child may have. Just back to the dad who would never say anything as stupid as, my kid is my hero, or where do you want to eat dinner? Or one more story, and then we really have to start thinking about going to bed, okay? Trad dads don't negotiate. They say, you will apologize to your mother. Don't make me turn this car around. Some things just happen because life is unfair. Clean your room. Be quiet. The adults are talking, and it's not all about you. Mostly, a trad dad knows he's your parent, not your friend. He isn't your emotional support animal. He's simply a guy who understands the job, to raise an adult who can survive in the wild.
Hey, green hat. Green hat, right? You didn't happen to be making fun of me, were you, when I was posing?
When you were flexing the wings, I was like, yeah.
Okay. Okay, it was curious because I turned around and you were like, I guess copying me. I can never tell if it's admiration or like making fun of me. As soon as I saw you, you stopped doing it. And you can imagine how that would make someone feel if they're kind of already putting themselves out there, and then I turn around and I see that you're kind of like mimicking me.
You look fucking great.
It was respectful.
I swear to God.
Okay.
I promise you. Come on.
Okay.
You look fucking amazing.
I gotta make sure.
I promise you.
Sometimes it's just worth speaking up, but I mean, I just want to be cool about it.
Of course.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
Hey, green shirt. Get the f*** over yourself. Did bro not compliment you like, I don't know, 5 times? Also, do y'all realize how tired normal people are of people like you recording everything at the gym and then getting mad at people for watching you because you're putting yourself out there? Did the guy in the blue shirt behind you give his consent to be in your video? No? Oh, also, green shirt. Lay off the creatine.
I can kind of see where she's coming from, being annoyed, but who cares, man? Who cares? Oh, I got to speak up about it. Why? Just do your workout and go home, please.
Yes. Schmoop, I have something for you.
Give me a miss. This one from...
Wait. You don't need to do anything, really. Oh, can we do that again? Sure. Was that fun for you? Wait.
Oh, one more time. I don't think I'm doing it as good as he does.
Okay. Well, competitive. Fall in love just a little bit every day. Thank you.
That girl way too excited. That girl way too excited about that.
You get plastic surgery so your kids don't turn out ugly.
You got the IQ of a Q-tip. Getting plastic surgery so your kids don't come out ugly is like getting a heart transplant to make sure your kids don't come out stupid. They cooked.
The ironic thing about the feminist movement is the same things that we are told to hate about men are the exact things that we're told to become. If he works too much, that means he cares more about his career than his family. And men are dogs because they sleep around. They're so promiscuous. But women are told to build our career before we even think about having a family. Kids will only hold us back. And sleeping around, that's totally acceptable. It's even encouraged. Do you see the contradiction? It's stupid. Like, are we supposed to hate men or be equal to them and just mirror everything they do? Men bring safety, security, provision. We contribute something that's completely unique. Emotional connection, beauty, nurturing. But so many women, even Christian women, are influenced by this backwards agenda, which is why my online course was created, to help women navigate through these lies, get clear on your God-given femininity, and finally feel that relief of being cherished and supported and led. If you want that in your relationship, comment course to get on the wait list.
The number one issue a man will tell me in therapy, I hear every single week, is Sean, my wife, my lady, my girl, my fiance doesn't respect me as a man. The oxygen that your man needs from you, respect and admiration. She emasculates me. She doesn't follow my leadership. She speaks to me like one of the children. She's independent. I'm no longer admired. She doesn't spend time with me. I say something about how the house looks. She gets mad. And ladies, I need y'all to hear me. It is hard hard for a man to deeply love a woman who doesn't respect him. I know you want love and you deserve love. And yes, love should be unconditional, but respect should be unconditional too.
All right, so we're going to try this again because I went to the original video and went through the comment section and the ladies were in the comment section complaining. But this just reminds me of the last video I posted, which was about therapy sessions. Like, do they actually work if your lady doesn't respect you? Like, it sounds like that's what's going on here. I mean, these people are married sometimes and having to deal with this. So the guy's saying he doesn't get any respect from his wife, and it's a common thing, according to this guy who does couples therapy. What do you guys think?
I'm getting divorced for the third time. Let's talk about it. You're allowed to change your mind, and you're allowed to grow, and you're allowed to evolve. After my first 2 divorces, I did the work. I got to know myself. I healed.
Guys are also allowed to see this as a red flag because 1 or 2, okay, but the third, there's only one common denominator. Kudos to her for being open and honest about it because some are not always so transparent, which is why I always recommend for you guys especially to do a public data check on the woman that you're interested in on a trusted website like publicdatacheck.com because it could save you a lot of hassle.
Like I keep saying, these women keep on saying that they're healed. She probably going on her 4th divorce. Probably, if she's at this rate, bamboozling men or men allowing themselves to be bamboozled, she'll have about 10 of them things.
Every guy should start in jail and have to work his way out.
Absolutely.
Well, it's only fair then that every woman's got to start in a psych ward and she's got to work her way out from there. And unfortunately, I'm afraid both sides are going to have some lifers, but we'll see.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you can't afford a woman's lifestyle, then date within your budget. Stop shaming women for wanting what you can't provide.
The problem with this is that women expect men to pay for them at all. Because I would never get into a relationship with someone and be dating someone and expect them to pay for anything for me. Because that is my job. They're not my dad, they're my partner. I can make my own money. I can pay for my own life. Thank you very much. I did it before him. Why shouldn't I be expected to do it after him? Because a man is now in your life doesn't mean you should expect him to suddenly pay for your nails and pay for your hair and pay for... Like, no, that's so entitled. And that is not something you should be expecting from a guy you're dating. If you guys are married, different story. But if you're just dating, what? Come on, let's be so for real. You are not entitled to a man's money just because you exist and you're a woman. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality.
You can't expect a good man to chase you. Men who value themselves don't chase. They attract what they want. So if there's not a mutual interest and effort, he's going to go on about his business.
I was in Family Dollar earlier today, and I heard this man telling this lady, like, if you want a good man, you got to be able to submit. Like, you got to be able to listen to your man and let him lead you and all this extra stuff. And all I remember is the lady saying, like, I don't need no man to tell me what to do. All I need him to do is just pay the bills. Like, I don't need no man thinking he could just tell me this and that and the third, what I can and can't do. And I just thought about it and just shook my head because we're living in such a crazy world where women feel like they don't have to be submissive, or like being submissive is some type of weakness. Like, when you're upset that we have these men that are not masculine, that don't want to lead, that don't want to do nothing. Now you mad and you complaining like, oh, where are all the real men at? You scared them off. You chomping them off. You disrespecting them. You scared all the real men off. Now, y'all can call me a pick-me or whatever. You know, I really don't care because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the type of woman that I am till I die. But you can't be asking for a traditional man if you cannot be a traditional woman. I don't know where y'all be getting that confused at. Let me give y'all a good example. For instance, I had on some shorts today, and I feel like my shorts, it wasn't nothing wrong with my shorts in my eyes, but my boyfriend asked me to change my shorts. Now, I did it. I didn't go back and forth with him. I just straight up changed my shorts. I could have been like, bitch ass nigga, hell nah, I'm not changing shit. You insecure. If you can't handle me being your girl, I could have did all that. But what was the purpose? I want a man to lead me. I want my man to, you feel what I'm saying, be able to tell me shit and I take heed to it and be like, okay, you know what, let me correct myself. Because if that don't make you comfortable, let me not make you uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just a respect thing. I just don't understand how women feel like you're gonna get a man and make him submit to you. Like, that's not a man, that's a bitch. You might as well date the bitches.
We don't gotta wait to be cheated on to be heartbroken. I'm heartbroken the moment you was talking about me in a certain way to your friends to diminish my character. I'm heartbroken the moment you paint me out to the kids to be a certain way because you mad. I'm heartbroken the moment that you show me you don't got my back because I could be trying to do something and you ain't even being supportive in a certain way. The heartbreak for a man start based on a lack of loyalty and a lack of respect. If a woman is disrespecting us and we want to remove ourselves, that's when we checking out of it because it's like, I'm not about to go back and forth and disrespect you. We thrive off respect and loyalty. So it's like when we see our women do things that appear to be disloyal, they don't understand loyalty the way we understand loyalty. They're loyal to how they feel in a moment. And their loyalty in most cases is to the end result that best serves them. Whereas though we make sacrifices as men when you're a good dude, genuine dude, that don't always often benefit us the most.
God have mercy.
Majority of women are absolutely delusional. They are.
How so?
But why? Oh, well, they're delusional because they believe that there's this special man specifically for them.
Yes.
That will worship the ground that she walk on for eternity and not see any other woman besides her and not have any sexual desire for another woman outside of her and give her all of his money and all of his attention to her. In time. Yeah. And she believes that the older she gets, the more opportunity that she's going to face. You know why? Because she does not understand men.
Attractive women like me should not have to work.
Man, you attractive. Mommy, you should be working 2 jobs. Matter of fact, you know what? You should be working 3rd shift so nobody see you, dick. Attractive people. Mira, I'm not the prettiest person either, but I ain't up here telling bold-faced lies on a Sunday, dick. I'm too attractive to get a damn job. Nena, even attractive people need jobs, let alone yo ugly. Mira, nena, you should be working at somewhere like Payless shoe stores or something that barely people go to. Matter of fact, get a job at Goodwill. Beat that!
Girl, show off a little. Be confident in your skin. Show off your body. Don't be ashamed. Wear whatever makes you feel good. But the moment we choose to dress modestly, suddenly it's weird, frumpy, or outdated. Why is confidence celebrated only when it looks a certain way? Why, when we choose confidence in Jesus instead of the way that the world sees it, are we suddenly strange, weird? Think about it. Kate Middleton is adored worldwide for her grace, beauty, and elegance, and she dresses fairly conservatively. If she can do it for a certain reputation and for the eyes of the world, why can't we do it for the glory of God? Modesty isn't insecurity. It isn't shame. It's respect for ourselves, for God, and for those around us. So why should we feel embarrassed about that? You don't have to dress loud or a certain way to be seen. Stand firmly in your values, and that will shine through. And here's the truth. Sincere people will recognize it. They'll appreciate it. And they'll respect you for it. If you've experienced this and you have a little story, share it in the comments.
Yeah, I think most men would love this. Just go put some clothes on. Yeah, you walk around. I mean, what is it that I'm actually getting that nobody else is?
If a man has the ability, the mind, the mental sharpness, and the fortitude to come into your life and provide real infrastructure, then he is a provider. There are seasons in a person's life where they 50 might not look like half the bills, but if he shows up in other ways to supplement and make it make sense, you got to understand that. And I'm sorry, ladies, I'm not sending this as a shot to discourage you, sending it as a shot to wake up. If the only thing you know of provision is a paycheck, then you know nothing of it. If that's what you think a man being a provider is, you have no clue what a real provider is supposed to do. That's why so many kept women are lonely.
Only about 10% of black women make over 6 figures on their own. That means 90% of black women make less than $100,000 a year. with the average salary being somewhere around $40,000 a year. So the vast majority of y'all are way poorer than you really want to admit. In addition, the average salary for black men is about $40,000. For the vast majority of y'all, 40 and 40, that's 80. The two of y'all are not making six figures. As a result, y'all need to get married, or y'all need to be in a partnership. Y'all need to be something. Y'all need to find a way to get along and work together so that you're not like incredibly poor and literally one paycheck from being on the streets. When I tell young women that they need to get married, that they need to be like, if you're going to be with a man, you need to get married, it's because it protects you. It protects you in a lot of ways. But what I'm not going to do is argue with young women about things that I know to be true. So if you don't want to get married, you don't want to be in a partnership, you don't want a man, you don't want to, whatever the fuck it is that you say you don't want to do, don't do the shit. Go through life on your own. And for some of y'all, I'm on the man side because y'all are argumentative, you're combative, you're disrespectful, you're ungrateful. And I see it in my comment section every single day. But what I'm going to do is block your ass because I'm not arguing with people. I will be 55 in a few months. I know things to be true. Might not be true for you, might not be true for all. If you're a Shira 7 type woman that want a man to take care of you, that's fine. But for the vast majority of y'all, a man cannot take care of you because he's barely taking care of himself, just like you are barely taking care of yourself. This content is for women that want to build.
His money is my money. My money is my money. That's the standard when you're with a real man. A provider doesn't see providing as a burden. The wrong man will call this gold digging, and the right man will call this partnership.
This is not partnership, this is a red flag. And I know most women will agree with me. This is straight against feminism, imposing patriarchy, gender norms, inequality, and privileges. So his money is his money, my money is my money, and together it's our money.
The right man's gonna call you what you are, and that's a bum.
Oh my God. Let go of me. I can do it myself.
Nothing beats a jet.
Okay.
This is a package from hell.
Imagine hearing, "Not tonight, babe. I'm too tired." Over the course of 5, 10, 15 plus years. That's not just rejection. That's erosion. We talk about how men should be loyal, strong, and self-controlled. But no one talks about what it does to a man who always feels unwanted. This isn't about entitlement. It's about emotional starvation. It's about going from a husband and wife to platonic roommates and wondering, how did we get here? Sexual rejection doesn't just hurt. It breaks down confidence, connection, even mental health. It turns love into resentment. It turns a strong man into someone who is constantly questioning his worth. And here's the cruelest part. That pain, the emotional weight, it changes him. And that change pushes her even further away. This is why intimacy matters. This is why communication matters. Because marriage without affection, it isn't marriage. It's survival.
Give it a buck. How old are you?
12.
How old are you?
12.
What time is it?
2
2:36.
What are y'all doing out here?
Just out here walking around.
I have 2 daughters, right? And like, I wouldn't want them at 2:36 out here around this. Why do y'all come to this? They're young, they're 12. To have them out here at this time, come on. You cut yourself? I see a demon literally operating in your life, and your mother used to have it. That's why you're about to cry, because it's the truth. You need prayer. You need freedom. See, this is spiritual. He's pulling up. You see? Come on, let's walk over here, guys. Come on. This is why I say you're not supposed to be out here. You see how spiritual that is? Why did he just stop and do that? Because the devil don't want you to get free, because you're going down a path that can lead to a very, very bad life. You are supposed to protect your body and follow Christ. You're looking for the wrong things because you lack love. But the Lord wants to fill you with his love. I want y'all to say this with me. Say, Jesus, draw me to you, to a real encounter, where I really surrender. Okay, now for her, I want you to say, I renounce depression. Say, I forgive the person who abused me.
I forgive the person who abused me.
The Lord didn't want that for you. That was the devil. All right, I'm going to pray for her, okay? So right now in the name of Jesus, every unclean spirit of suicide and depression, I command you to come up and come out right now in the name of Jesus. Lord, I plead the blood over her. I pray for peace, for joy, and for love, Lord, that you would start to draw her in even more, and that she would come to know you so intimately, Lord, a true relationship with you. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless y'all. Go home. You just saw that? All right, I warned y'all. Jesus is real.
You guys, this is what I'm saying. Even I don't even know how you guys, multiple, are out of the house at 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 years old. I don't even know how you guys are doing it. But this is what these young ladies are doing. My God, I mean, well, you know, kids are going to be kids, right? You don't want that to happen. But this is what men try to do, is provide the structure and say, hey, be careful. I'm glad he was out there. And say, hey, step over here, move out. Watch that. Because a man is always looking. He's always trying to for him. He does it for himself. Oh, it must be nice to go outside and not have to worry. Men don't think like that. Whenever a man goes to the grocery store, it don't matter if he's walking down the freaking street. A man is always watching. He's always aware of his surroundings. I'm looking, even if it's in a nice part of the neighborhood, I'm always aware. I'm making sure I'm good. It's modern women that get out there and they don't be checking. Young ladies that get out there and they don't be checking, right? You have to be careful. And this is what men try to say, look out. And if I'm doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my wife and my kids and for these people right here. A modern woman will come up and say, don't talk to me like that. I don't need no help. And then fool around, try to drive off with somebody they don't even know, didn't even vet, didn't even check, end up in a freaking ditch somewhere because they had to be strong and independent and didn't need no man. Y'all need to take y'all silly behind. Y'all need to take y'all behinds home.
Stop approaching women you know you cannot afford. You already see the woman's lifestyle. You see how she living.
So if she's already living that lifestyle all on her own, what exactly is the issue?
You know you can't afford it. Now when she asks you for money to upkeep the lifestyle that she's already living.
Wait. What exactly are these women in these scenarios doing? Why would they be asking men for money in the first place? I thought these women were strong and independent and could do things all on their own. And obviously they've been maintaining their lifestyles beforehand. But yet they would ask men for money while they're dating. That's rather giving the impression that some women aren't as strong and independent as they want everyone else to think that they are. It's either that or they just view men as walking ATMs. So which one is it?
You want to get an attitude. Go be with your type. She's not your type.
Right. They should be with their type, shouldn't they? The type of women that actually want a relationship and don't view men as just a means to an end.
So a lot of ladies, right, they grew up hearing older women, toxic women, whether in their family or social media, saying things like, men are not to be trusted. You should never trust a man. Men are cheaters, they are liars, they are scams. So you already have a negative preconceived idea about who men are. And whatever your husband does, it will never be enough, because in your head, you are looking for these things that they have said the man is. You are looking for the cheater in him. You are looking for the liar in him. You are looking for the abuser in him. That's why you'll keep on provoking him. You point him like this and you say, who do you think you are? You push him. You do all sorts of manner of things because you are looking for the cheater in him. You are busy on the phone because you are looking for the cheater in him. Even though he's not doing it, you will start accusing him because you have a negative preconceived idea that is coming from all of these toxic women who had a bad experience in relationships and they did not heal, and then they decided to say all men are the same. So when you don't heal, you will always look for a bad thing in a man. And the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So the more you meditate on something, it's going to manifest. So the more you think that, oh, my husband is cheating on me, oh, my husband is doing this, just give it some time. Eventually it's going to happen. Your inability to think good things about your man says so much about you, because you don't trust men in general. In fact, you don't even trust God, because if truly you believe this man comes from God, why do you think that God would give you a bad man? Why do you think that God would give you a man that is going to cheat on you, that is going to abuse you, that is going to do all manner of things? Because we are the same women that pray for marriage. Why don't we think that the man that God will bring our way is a good man? Even the ones we pray for, already we are suspecting them.
The arms up. All the way up. Turn around. Nope. Arms up. Hell no. Arms up. Turn around. Nope. Put your hand in your pocket. Too tight. Nope. Nope. Arms up. Hell to the no. Turn around. No. You need it. 2 sizes bigger. Oh, arms up. Turn around. Bye.
I know I can't be the only one. I just feel like women might not be for me.
Let me just say that the dating of lesbians, okay, is fucking trash, okay? It is absolutely fucking trash.
I can't be the only lesbian, stud, whatever you want to call it, that is actually getting tired of dealing with women.
Oh, well. Well.